Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The deep
breaks into the open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Barry. Grabbed over the middle. It's Montgomery. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Kansas State's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes...
There he goes! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Going to the running game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gator. The defense does the work itself with the pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going to hand him.
Oh, he's got some space. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an...
He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Gators will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Dropping back, it's Berry. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Gator! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Looking to throw on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Florida! The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Lincoln. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it. There's time, but
worry.
This is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Working the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. He wants to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Rice. There he goes. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll leave it with him. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run play action. He finds a dead spot in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Off play action on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and then make the big play, get the touchdown.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's chat about Florida. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
And the Gators have their offense in high gear. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Grab near the marker. It's Montgomery. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rush is on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
This time it's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking for a crease. It's Daniels. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Give to the running back. Makes one man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And it's picked off for the third time today. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
42, Kansas City, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now the play fake. This time he's got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Dropping back, it's Berry. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quick toss. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll toss it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback. and make him make a decision quick. It makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
With the catch, it's Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll try to convert on 4th and short from the 20. Trying to do it on the ground. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And talk about getting excited just to lose it again. The offense gets the first down. You got enough yards, but what do you have to do?
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Catch in the middle, it's Montgomery. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller, and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown Gator! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Kansas City.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. To the air. It's Sperry. Quick completion on the out. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's turning it on. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Abrams. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Florida! Great job by the back on the option.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
56, Kansas State.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Takes it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Using his legs, it's Clark. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more.
Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Gators are rolling down the field. They're going to ride this running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Gators are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Here's the handoff. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. from the gun, the ground game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the inside give. Powers through the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, Dick. Oh, he's got some space. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Montgomery. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the...
Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Good timing on the quick out. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Daniels. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Under fire. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but there business here with a first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Florida. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the run, it's Lincoln. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Ready, break. Jackrabbit.
The give as they work on that clock. There he goes. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go on.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch right at the 50. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Rides the back on the option to give.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Throws for the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lincoln. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Little touch pass to the receiver. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. On the ground with the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They stopped him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets a block. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy with.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make...
And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get... They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal?